live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson. It's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests.
From Vandercook Lake School's Vice Principal for Townsend Elementary, Shelley Manor with Chief Clinical Officer for Family Service and Children's Aid, Sarah Sabin. Jackson TSC Manager for MDOT, Kelby Wallace. From Ella Sharp Museum Executive Director, Jeremy Frew. Membership Manager for the Jackson Chamber of Commerce, Matt Pershazny. And for the Marshall Motors Trunk or Treat event, Bill Vaughn and Frank Murdoch.
And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David, and good afternoon, and welcome. Thanks for joining us today, and I know you're thinking what I'm thinking. Brr. Chilly afternoon. It's only 48 degrees right now. The sun's helping, but, well, we've got fall weather. Finally. It was slow in coming, but here it is. Good news. Things are going to warm up in due time, in actually a couple of days. So the rest of today, a lot like it is right now. We maybe could see a high, a couple degrees, just a couple degrees warmer, but with the winds, we'll actually have a wind chill this afternoon. Gusts as high as 22 miles an hour. Again, overnight tonight, widespread frost is likely, a low of 32. And then Wednesday, mostly sunny, 54. Thursday, widespread frost again in the morning, high of 61. Then Friday, sunny, 65, looks great. Even better Saturday, sunny, 69. And Sunday, sunny, 71. We did have a chance of rain in the forecast for the weekend earlier in the week. It's gone. In fact, no rain at all in the forecast for the next 8 days. So we had our rain, and now we move on. That's today's weather, brought to you by Kelly Express. Thanks, Kelly Express. Looking for some king size, normal size bars for Halloween. Start stocking up. They've got deals on all kinds of Halloween candy and your favorite snacks and beverages, plus the pizza special. And a great meal on Halloween night is what, Brandon?
Pizza.
Pizza. And Kelly Express can take care of Halloween dinner with a special they've got right now. Large one-item pizza with bread for $17.99. That'll feed a crew. Thank you, Kelly Express, bringing you today's weather. Look outside. Earlier today, saw more clouds. Now we're seeing more sun. That's good. More color, too.
Yes, notice that.
Yeah.
A little bit more reddish.
But right now, there's a cloud over downtown Jackson. Maybe the sun will move our way.
I'm hoping.
Let's hope. Today is, oh, Brandon, can you do me a favor? Can you grab something off my printer?
Sure.
In the meantime, I'll tell you about Today in the J being brought to you by Experience Jackson. We've got going on today Jackson College Pathways Showcase Day, going for another hour or so, connecting employers with students. Tonight we have Monster Box Improv's Comedy Bingo, and that runs from 7:30 to 10:30 at Fozzie's Comedy Room, 3705 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson. That's pretty much it, but a couple of things coming up later in the week. On Saturday, we've got the Jackson Symphony Orchestra 75th anniversary celebration. It's the kickoff to the 75th season of the JSO, and Rhapsody in Blue is the theme, blending French elegance and American jazz in a night of symphonic brilliance. It starts at 7:30, and it's going to be an awesome concert. Tickets available right now at jacksonsymphony.org or by phone at 782-3221. And Saturday afternoon, this is really cool because it comes in in about a week before Sweetest Day. It is Beginner Sweetheart Waltz Experience. You want to go dancing, only you don't know how to dance. You think you do, but you really don't. And when it comes to the waltz, you really need to know the steps. Well, this Saturday from 5 till 6 p.m., you'll be able to step into an enchanting world of grace and romance with a 1-hour Sweetest Day Waltz experience. It'll be at the Burt Walker Community Rooms, very spacious. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced dancer, this experience is for everyone. The cost is $28, and it should be a great time. You can visit training.jccmi.edu to register, and I'm pretty sure this is going to fill up. Last dance class that was held, salsa night at the Music on Tap, 80 people signed up.
Weren't you there?
I was there, but I missed the dancing part. I missed the dance. I was there for the show, but before the show they had dance lessons, salsa dance lessons, and 80 people signed up for those. So this could be popular. Don't get shut out. Training.jccmi.edu. And that's it today and this Saturday in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Today is October 15th, about halfway through the month. 3 weeks from today is Election Day. Can it come soon enough, Brandon?
I'm so ready for it.
Oh, man. Yeah. Just under 500 hours till Election Day, but you can vote now. And if there was some way, if we voted, that they would stop the commercials and stop the campaign and stop but no, it's going on. It's just going to get worse. So stay with JTV. We won't bombard you with all of that. What's the word?
I don't want to say garbage.
Can't say it. We can. Garbage. Today, the 15th, is Global Hand Washing Day, I Love Lucy Day, and we celebrate I Love Lucy Day because it was on this day in 1951 that the groundbreaking and critically acclaimed sitcom I Love Lucy premiered on CBS and ran until 1957. And there is Lucy and Ricky, real life married couple, playing a married couple on TV. Lucy and Ricky Ricardo. Mm-hmm. And that was the first sitcom that utilized 3 cameras. They filmed with 3 cameras, and that was the first time they ever did that. So groundbreaking. That's the way they do them now. On this, it's also National Lemon Bar Day, National Pug Day, the pug, the ultimate lap dog, National Cheese Curd Day, and today at Culver's, where they have awesome cheese curds, they're introducing a new flavor. Stop out and check it out at Culver's. National Red Wine Day and National Pharmacy Technician Day. And we salute the pharmacy technicians. They're doing the heavy lifting back behind that counter. And in most communities, they are overworked because of the changes and closures of national pharmacy chain locations. So we salute pharmacy techs today. On this day in 1783, the world's first manned balloon flight happened. It was in France, 1783. Jean-Francois Pilatre de Rosier, a teacher, spent about 4 minutes in the air in a balloon made by balloon pioneers, Joseph Michael and Jacques-Étienne Montgolfier. Those brothers are responsible for the world's first balloon flight, and before they sent a person in the hot air balloon, guess what they sent up into the air?
Not a monkey.
Not a monkey.
Is it alive?
It was alive. It was a living being.
A dog? Cat? Person?
They run rampant at the Cascades.
Geese?
Close.
Duck?
Ducks. It was
Really?
a duck. It was a duck. Yeah.
Interesting.
In 1991, October 15th, 1991, After a bitter confirmation hearing, the U.S. Senate voted 52 to 48 to confirm Clarence Thomas to the Supreme Court. He's still there, isn't he?
I believe so. Yeah, right.
The only Supreme Court confirmation hearing that included Diet Coke can as part of the evidence. Look it up. And on this day in 1989, the great one, Los Angeles King Wayne Gretzky broke Gordie Howe's points record, 1,850, in the final period of a game against, of all teams, the Edmonton Oilers, his old team. His record-setting goal tied the game. In overtime, he scored another goal, and the Kings won 5-4. And in that game, he pretty much was in there just to tie and break the goal records, because he sat on the bench for pretty much most of the second and third periods. Now, let's see. Oh, we already did Today in the J.
We did.
All backwards. Okay, we have a clip. So earlier today, a couple of state senators drove down to present from the state of Michigan a giant check for $4.5 million to the city of Jackson, and JTV was there.
Yes, indeed. We love this community. I love this community. I love this city. It has continuously grown. We have so many positive things happening in this community, and it is just a wonderful time to be here, to be a part of this. I'm thrilled to see this critical investment in our city's future. The restoration of the Hayes Hotel is not just about preserving a historic building, which it is. It has so much history with so many people in this community. But it's also about creating new opportunities for our residents and our businesses, and reinforcing Jackson as a destination for growth and innovation. This $4.5 million in state funding, along with the collective efforts of our partners, represents the kind of collaboration that can transform our community and elevate the quality of life for everyone. I'm excited for what this project will mean for our community and its continued renovation, revitalization.
And I represent Mid-Michigan in the Senate. After 40 years, we finally have lawmakers who are in the Capitol standing in the gap for communities like Jackson. Now, I will tell you, I will tell you, I have been a legislative staffer, I've been a member of the House of Representatives, now I'm in the Senate, and in the last 2 years, the amount of intentional investment that has been made in communities like Jackson, communities like Lansing and Flint and Benton Harbor and Battle Creek and Muskegon, has not been by accident. It has been an intentional effort to invest in communities that have been overlooked and devalued. Now, there have been many men and women who have served in the halls of power that have talked the talk. But in the last few years, members of the Senate and the House have walked the walk. Members like Senator Sue Shink, who every day almost in the Capitol, she comes to my desk and she says, what about the people of Jackson? What about communities that...
It's going to serve as an apartment building with 84 apartments. It will have retail space, possibly restaurants, and maybe meeting space. Democrats are investing in communities, both large and small. We're strengthening, we're repairing our infrastructure with everybody in Jackson knows, because we see it happening right out there. And we're building community. I want to speak a little bit about how hard Mayor Daniel Mahoney worked to make this happen. My colleague in the House wasn't going to vote for the budget, which means she voted against the budget, which means she voted against this money. Daniel Mahoney came to Jackson to step into the gap and advocate for our community. And other people stepped into that gap as well. The Jackson Chamber of Commerce, Ryan Tarrant, worked really hard. Representatives from Consumers Energy were also up in Lansing advocating for this money for the community. So thank you very, very much. As I said, Sarah Anthony, our state senator, who is also chair of appropriations, she fought for these dollars. So there's over a $30 million investment. The $4.5 million is just a part of that, but it was a part that we had worked together to try to find for almost 2 years and hadn't found without the state appropriation. So again, I'm grateful to my colleagues in the legislature and Governor Whitmer, very grateful to State Senator Sarah Anthony, and grateful to all of you for advocating for this important project. And I'm just so excited to see it grow and to see Jackson flourish, because I love this place. So,
City Manager Jonathan Green, I know this is an exciting day for you, but one of many that have been along the road to restoring the Hotel Hayes.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. When you walked up, and it walked up to me especially, it was one of the things that I thought to say to you is like, how many of these types of events have we been to on the Hayes? But I'm really confident and happy about this check presentation. We've never received an appropriation from the state of Michigan supported by our senator to make this project happen. And I think their involvement is really the thing that's going to put us over the edge, and we're going to see this thing come to fruition.
Yeah, there have been a lot of false starts and high hopes over the years. In fact, when you first came to Jackson as DDA director, this was one of the first charges that you had.
Yeah, and thankfully you guys have kept me around long enough to finally get it done. I apologize, it's taken 15 years to do from being here, but yeah, it's nice. This is one of my first charges as Downtown Development Authority Director, and it feels really nice to be here as City Manager and see it coming to fruition.
Obvious signs of high confidence, the work that's been done by the architects, the $4.5 million, but really the question I think on everyone's mind is timeline.
Yeah, I think the timeline on a project like this, we're talking $30 million plus. There has to be some fluidity to the timeline. That being said, the resources that are being brought to bear on this project from the MEDC and others, they do have a shelf life, and we need to make sure we keep pressing to get this done. I have good expectations that in 2025 we'll really see the activity really ramp up here. We'll go from pre-development to actual development.
Was this $4.5 million essentially the last piece that was needed?
In my mind, it is. Because we've aligned a bunch of incentives before, but we've never had this sort of push from our partners. So I think that this $4.5 million really unlocks the redevelopment, and I think this puts us over the top.
All right, well, congratulations on the long road, and hopefully the lights at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. I appreciate it.
A couple of organizations that also should have been mentioned this morning. The Anchor Initiative, Jackson Anchor Initiative brought Jeffers to Jackson, and Consumers Energy has been pushing this and contributing and helping along the way as well. So thanks to all who are making this a reality. Hopefully we'll hear word from Jay Jeffers on a groundbreaking, and hopefully very soon. So looks very promising at this point. Today's show being brought to you by The Dirty Bird in downtown Jackson, 140 West Michigan Avenue. Awesome place with incredible chicken. They have a team of chefs that make everything from scratch. It's not out of a box, off a truck. It's made from scratch. And they have exclusive recipes, and that's why it's so good. Sandwich I had a couple of weeks ago that is my new favorite is the Greek chicken sandwich. It's on flatbread with feta cheese and Greek seasonings, and it's awesome. Try it. Try everything at the Dirty Bird in downtown Jackson. Great lineup of guests on today's show. Hope you can stick around for the whole thing. I'm going to. Starting things off, we have the vice principal at Townsend Elementary, Vandercook Lake Schools, Shelley Manor, and Sarah Sabin from Family Service and Children's Aid. They have teamed up with the student in mind. We'll hear about that. We've got Kelby Wallace, the Jackson Transportation Service Center Manager at Michigan Department of Transportation. get an update on all the I-94 activity. Jeremy Fruit from Ella Sharp Museum with a lot of cool things about to happen at the Ella. He'll tell us about them. Matt Przanski will be here from the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce. He's getting ready for Jaxpo on Thursday. And from Marshall Motors with their Trunk or Treat event, Bill Vaughn and Frank Murdoch. All here today on JTV. Glad you're here. And we get started with Shelley and Sarah right after this.